Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. We are the Bourbon Brothers. My name is Gavin.
I'm Jeff.
And today we are drinking the 3rd edition of Whistle Pig Boss Hog, the Independent.
Yes, this Independent comes from our friends up north in Vermont.
Yes.
This is a limited release that Whistle Pig started doing now each fall. As Gavin said, 3rd edition. It augments their standard 10-year-old rye product. This is a unique rye whiskey in the sense that it's a triple-barreled process. They age it in standard new white oak. Then they put it into used bourbon barrels for a bit. And then, and this is what's the unique part, is they took used Scotch casks that were 250 gallon. They aged it in that, but they replaced the end heads of the barrel and put white oak, new white oak heads there. And the Scotch barrels are called hogsheads, right?
Hogshead, yep.
Yeah. So
these things are huge barrels.
Yeah, 250 gallon compared to the standard 53 gallon. Right. That's 5 times bigger. So exactly. Massive barrel. So as you can see, this is quite a dark color, dark hue to this guy. So we'll see how that triple barrel process works itself out in the nose and the palate here.
Yep. The 3rd edition of the Boss Hog, the Independent, is aged for 14 years, so it's up there. It's a well-aged rye. You don't get a lot of that these days.
No, very few ryes over that 10-year mark. So 14, I think it's I can't name one off the top of my head that's that same age. So
in addition, it's 100% rye, which is great, and it is cask strength, as all of the Boss Hogs have been historically. So it's 120.1 proof. These are single barrels. There were 30, as Jeff had mentioned. It's an extremely limited run, as historically the Boss Hogs are. So this particular bottle is from barrel 8 out of 30.
Yep.
So just some info there.
Yeah.
We will begin with the nose. Jeff, without further ado.
Definitely a good bit of cinnamon there coming off and some baking spices.
It's very enticing for me. This is a really nice nose. I think Jeff and I, and we'll talk about this in the conclusion of the video, but have some different opinions about this. But this is a really enticing nose for me. It's warm, there's tons of spice and depth here.
Yeah, I can definitely get behind the nose.
Yeah, okay. There's a nice pine, there's a nice maple. It's sweet, but it's spicy. It's well balanced, and at 120 proof, I'm really enjoying the nose.
Intense would be a word I'd use to describe the flavor notes we're getting here.
Okay. As far as the sweet notes, I mentioned that a little bit. It's kind of a mixture of like a vanilla and like caramel blend here.
Yeah, you're getting some of those barrel characteristics from the 14 years. Also a little bit of smokiness, which we'll attribute to the hogshead Scotch barrels.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Scotch person, but the hogshead is, you can definitely smell and taste, the hogshead extra aging on that. That finishing is really nice in my opinion. So without further ado, let's go on to the taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. Up front, I'm getting just like a blast of like an herbal, like pine note. Very refreshing.
I'm getting a lot of herbal, both early and the finish myself. But yeah, there's definitely some pininess in there.
It's spicy too. For me, I'm getting a lot of rye, some black pepper, and cinnamon as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are all notes you're gonna find here on the palate.
The unique part is that pungent smoke that you're not really used to, that the hogshead imparts on the flavor, which I enjoy.
Yeah, not as much for me.
Yeah. I know that we agree on some things. The price, $299 for a bottle, that sucks, right? Mm-hmm. Way too expensive. The amount, there's only 30 barrels, so it's extremely limited. That sucks, because a lot of people aren't going to get to try it. And the reviews that are out there, are going to shape your perception of it. So I think it's great that Jeff and I have some different opinions. I really enjoy this.
Yeah, Gavin's leading the train here.
I am the conductor of the hype train. Get on board. Let's go.
I'm on the caboose trying to detach from the rest of the train.
He's trying to derail us. Well, the finish, It's long, it's spicy. You know, for me, it kind of wraps itself and culminates into like a nice tobacco finish.
Yeah. For me, it's pretty smoky on the back end. It's a good length of finish and good intensity with it. That's not the problem there.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's just too herbally and too reminiscent of a young MGP rye. Now, I know this isn't MGP rye here, but for me, it's just got that overly herbalness to it, coupled with that Scotch peaty smokiness. And for me, that's just not my cup of tea, unfortunately. But, you know, for those that like it, obviously this is going to be, you know, a great way to sort of blend a little bit of the rye and the Scotch together.
For sure. I mean, I do enjoy the Hogshead Scotch smoke. And then for the young MGP, what you said, you know, for me, that's more of like a dill pickly kind of taste. And for this particular bottle, I'm getting more of a pine green tea type flavor. So definitely I'm not a fan of the pickly type MGP ryes that are younger. But this is not really presenting that way for me personally. Obviously, that's why I think this video is great, because I'm on the Whistle Pig hype train. Let's go. Jeff, not so much.
Boss Hog, 3rd edition, the independent. Gavin will be giving a rating of...
I think it's an A. I think it's a great whiskey. The price sucks, don't get me wrong, but flavor-wise, I love it.
Yes. For me, it's going to get a rating of a C. The price at $300, you know, you could buy 10 of many fine products and, you know, drink those for years.
Yeah.
The combination of taste just didn't sit with me. You know, it's not something I'm happy to try it, but it's not something I'm gonna want to repeatedly drink.
More for me.
More for Gavin. That's right. Gavin can enjoy it all to himself.
Well, thank you guys for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think of this particular edition if you had the opportunity to try it, and the past releases. You know, Whistle Pig makes tons of products, so let us know what you think of their overall line. We hope you enjoyed the video. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Bourbon Beer Reviews. We'll tell you what and what not to drink. Cheers.